What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I have no makeup on yet, but for this video I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I noticed that all of the makeup routine videos that I posted, I like speed up or I like voice them over, so I thought it would be pretty cool to do like a get ready with me everyday routine without any editing. And then at the same time I asked you guys to ask me awkward questions on Twitter, so I thought I could do my makeup and then at the same time answer the awkward questions that you guys asked me, because I've kind of realized that on YouTube I have kept my life kind of sheltered and haven't answered like any like ooh saucy scandalous, I mean not necessarily scandalous, but just like interesting things that you guys wouldn't know about me. So let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna less describe what I'm doing with my makeup and more just talk to you guys and answer the questions. So the first question that I have is, when did you have your first kiss? Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I actually did not have my first kiss until I was 16. I think, maybe 17 actually. No way, 16. And yeah, it's not that I like hadn't dated before, or it's not that I was like prude. I just literally could not find anyone who wanted to be my first kiss. But then I did. So yeah, someone asked tampons or pads. This is like super TMI. I guess not really. I have always like been that person who's like, why are periods such a big deal? Like, why does everyone make a big deal about periods? Like, we all have them. Yes, they're disgusting. I hate them, but we all have them. So why is it like such a secret? I absolutely hate pads. Like, I think they're really gross, and I would way rather just, ew, yeah, tampons all the way. Wow, this is a funny question. What's the names of all the boyfriends you've had or boys that you have had things with? Okay, so for me personally, I don't consider anything like, I guess middle school relationships like count to some extent, but I don't really consider anything even remotely before middle school to be a relationship. So just going off of that, I can honestly tell you that the relationship that I am in right now with Mike is the first serious relationship I've ever been in. And we started dating when I was 17. I am now 19. So yeah. And I also told myself, funny story, that my first serious relationship, I didn't think that it was gonna be a very long one. And we've been dating for almost a year and a half, so joke's on me. Okay, so all the boys' names that I've had things with, I think this is really awkward because what if these people watch this video? Okay, I guess the only people I've really considered having a thing with would be Mike. That's it. Who was your first kiss? I really don't want to say this person. So what else do we have? One of these questions says, why are you still single? Believe it or not, I am not still single, but if you were to ask me this, you know, a year and a half ago, why I'm still single, I honestly have very high expectations, which I don't think is a bad thing, by the way. I think people mistake people having high expectations for them being prude, or for them just like thinking that they're better than everyone else. But no, I mean, I take dating very seriously, as in I'm not just gonna date someone if I don't mean it, if that makes sense. And so I waited until I found someone that I wanted to date, and I don't know, I also think that relationships are all about timing, because I, for the longest time, was like, oh my gosh, everyone has a boyfriend, I don't have a boyfriend, I'm a loser, blah, 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 blah. But I imagine myself, I cannot imagine myself, you know, back then having a boyfriend, just with everything that was going on in my life, or, you know, certain scenarios that had happened. I physically cannot imagine myself with a boyfriend in my life. So now I look back on it and I'm really grateful that I did wait to start, you know, seriously dating until 17. Yeah. Have you ever been a drug addict? No. I can answer that very honestly. No, I have never been a drug addict. Save your applause till the end. I know everyone's proud and surprised, but it's true. Have not. Have you ever shoplifted? I have never intentionally, well, okay, I'll take that back. I think yes then. I think I have shoplifted. I think that people like don't technically think this is stealing, but you know when you ask for a water cup and you fill it up with soda, I've done that countless times. And technically that's stealing, so shame on me. I think the only other time that I have stolen was unintentional, and I was pretty little, and we took my dog to Petco. And I really liked the birthday cards that they had in there because there's like a bunch of poodles wearing birthday hats. I mean, like, who wouldn't like that? It's pretty freaking cool. And we walked out of Petco and we're like loading up in the car. And my mom's like, what are you doing? Like, what's in your hand? And I'm like, oh, my poodle. My poodle's having a birthday. Like, I was so freaking excited. And she's like, you just stole those. And I was like, no, they're just cards. Like, why did I steal them? She's like, oh, well, you have to buy everything. So I had to go back in, and you know, growing up, my mom was that type of mom where we had to, you know, I had to apologize and return the poodle cards, and I was crying, and you know, it was pretty traumatizing. So as you can imagine, I actually have not stolen since that day. Well, besides the whole soda cup thing. How long do you think that people should be in a relationship before getting married? This is my opinion. But I think that you should date someone for at least 2 years, at least, and you know, maybe even more, because I've been dating Mike for almost 1.5 years, and as much as I love that boy, I mean, we're still young, but I cannot imagine us being married right now because there's still so much that we are learning about each other, and there's still so much that we don't know, and I think these are things that, you know, if you're gonna marry someone, you should know these things. You should have met all of their family. You should know pretty much everything about them, because you know they're about to be your soulmate forever. So my personal opinion would be at least 2 years as of right now. I mean, if you ask me that in a year, my answer might change, but for now, that's what I'm going to say. But at the same time, I know that everyone's relationship status is different, and I know people who have literally dated for a month and then gotten engaged. So I'm not judging because I know that like everyone's scenario is different, and I do believe in love at first sight to an extent. So yeah. How old were you when you started using the internet? I don't know the exact answer to this. I want to say I was pretty little. Oh, actually, no, the internet. I played like a lot of computer games when I was little, but like not on the internet. Like, there was this Reader Rabbit game that I played all the time that was just like a disc, and then I don't know, I can't remember. I think Webkins, or actually Neopets was the first. And I want to say I was in elementary school when like the internet started becoming like a really big thing. I don't remember exactly what grade, but let's just say like early elementary. Have you ever been guilty of drinking and driving? No, I have not. Have you ever regretted being with someone? Gosh, some of these questions are really deep. And I think my answer to that question would be no. Because like I said, I haven't really been with a whole lot of people, but I mean, a lot of those relationships did not turn out the best, but I do not regret any of them, because I think every relationship that I've been with, or every relationship that I've ever had with anyone, whether it's even just a friendship, I've learned a lot from that relationship. And so I think instead of kind of regretting them and like just thinking that it was a waste of time, which honestly some of them might have been, I learned a lot from that person, whether if it was, you know, do this or do not do this. That's honestly probably a lot of them was learning what not to do when it comes to certain situations. But no, I don't think that I regret being with someone because they've all kind of been learning experiences. Before making a call or before calling someone, have you ever rehearsed what you're going to say? Yes, I am that person where I low-key kind of overthink everything. And I have done this multiple times where I like pretend that I'm already on the call or that I'm like calling this person, and mostly it's like with adults because for the longest time I had like a fear of making phone calls, and I think that's like a millennial thing, guys. That's totally us. Like, I would way rather text somebody if I have like a question than calling them, and it drives my parents crazy. They're like, why don't you just call them? Like, it's quicker, which I can admit, yeah, it is, but I don't know. I think that's a millennial thing. We need to work on that. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which one would you want? I feel like this is kind of easy. I would want the body of a 30-year-old because, oh, there goes my phone. I think as we grow older, we gain more knowledge, so I wouldn't want my mind to stop necessarily. Like, I wouldn't want to stop learning what I would have if I were growing older. And so I'd rather just look bomb 24/7, like be a 70-year-old grandma and be like all in shape, but still like know a lot and just be like really knowledgeable and know all the best cookie recipes in the world. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? No, and I really do not like this question at all. I do not like thinking about death because I feel like my life is just starting, and I do not like thinking about this question, and so I'm gonna skip it. Okay. What are 3 things that you and the person you are in a relationship with have in common? Oh gosh. Okay, I feel like some of the things that annoy me most about Mike are some of the things that we most have in common. So some of the things that we have in common that are negative, because this is like the only thing that's coming to my mind. Wow, aren't I optimistic? We're both fairly bad at communicating, which I was like thinking about doing a relationship advice video, and that is one of the main things that is so important in a relationship is communicating. And I'm not the best at it, and he's not the best at it. I mean, we're both not the worst, but we definitely could both get better at it. So I think that's one thing that we have in common. Also, we're both very chill people. I mean, I don't let a lot of things bother me, and either does he. And I think that's kind of why we get along so well. And also, we both are funny people. Like, I feel like our entire relationship, we just spend like laughing. Like, I laugh at the stupid things that he says, and like he laughs at the stupid things I say. And so I honestly think that we both have very just like bubbly, funny personalities. Like, we're always just trying to make each other laugh, which is great, honestly, because I cannot even imagine being in a relationship with someone who couldn't make me laugh. Almost done with my makeup. 3 things that can make me snap like in a matter of seconds. Nail biting. Like, I hate that even more than like nails on the chalkboard. I hate nail biting. I think it is, first of all, disgusting. Second of all, sounds disgusting. Third of all, is disgusting, and I hate it. So that's one. Number 2, I really don't like when people whine. Like, oh, my poor bitty me, like my life. I cannot stand whiners. It's like, if you hate something, you hate your life, or you hate the way that something is happening in your life, change it. Change it. I have people come to me all the time and they're like, I can't do this, or like I'm gaining weight, or I'm blah 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 blah, I can't find a boyfriend. I don't know. There's just so many things that, you know, we as individuals see as problems that we can't help, or that we just like to blame the universe for, when in reality, if we just got up and did something about it, those problems wouldn't be problems anymore. And I can't say I'm the best at this. This like might sound a little hypocritical, but I feel like we should all strive to be people who, instead of like looking at our problems as something that are holding us back, look at them as something that can make them better, or like look at them as like an adventure. You know, how can I solve this type thing? I don't know. I feel like I'm totally speaking for myself right now because these are things that I need to start doing. But yeah, that is something that annoys me, is when people whine. My zodiac sign is, I am a Sagittarius because my birthday is November 25th. How many tattoos / piercings do I have? I only have my double piercings on my face, on my ears. I mean, what the heck? Alright guys, that is it for this week's video. I don't think that my makeup turned out amazing because I was really focused on like talking at you guys, but it's whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. And also, I feel like I've been doing a lot of like casual sitting and talking to the camera videos, so let me know down below in the comments if this video style is something that you guys like, or if you'd like me to amp it up and do something different. So just comment down below what ideas you guys have for my upload schedule in the next couple of weeks. I love you guys. Make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you on Monday. Let's show them we are better. We're staying in Paris.